Hello everybody and welcome back. It's oxygen not included. It's been a hot minute since I did the last one of these. Don't quite remember where we are. Don't think the most recent one has come out yet, so I don't have anything to go on right now. Yeah, like normally, I'll put one out and then there's like, oh, check on this, this might be busted or whatever, and I can go and fix those. I don't think that's out yet, so we're still working on what we were doing last time, which is, I don't know, the last thing I remember is being impressed at the new liquid textures, which do look really nice, because the most recent thing that's happened, I think, for oxygen is the aquatic update has come out, which is pretty wicked and actually might play into Splashilios might play into Splashilios, which I assume is going to be a lot of water, but we'll see. Homie's coming back, right? Yeah, you're on your way back. We still have you in orbit making... That's a lot of databanks. Could I add databanks here? And then if I go here, I don't see them. Like if I go here, I don't see them. Okay, so there are 631 just in here on this ship. That's a lot of databanks. It's not enough. Well, let me, you know what? No, not that. Not that. That. Okay, very oxygeny. We're feeling good. Where's the damn... Here, the materials overlay. Yeah, very oxygeny. Alright, so I know we got... We're basically infinite food left. Marie might be able to make every data bank we need before she comes back. We did a brief calculation, I think. So it's what? It's 250, 400, 250, equal that 900. Are there any more 250s? There's two more 250s, 1400. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, so we need... Well, what did I say? It was 1900, so we need 2110 data banks. I mean, she's not doing bad. We're a little ways away. And I do think we already have some at home. Let me... Oops. Oh, it was on my list. Oh, there's 350 here. Okay, so I mean, if we have 350, I've got to stop doing that. I need to just click on here. Then we only need 1860? 1760? Okay. Which means she's a third of the way there. Over a third. Stop clicking on the star map, you idiot. It doesn't do anything for you. So we're over a third of the way there. We love that. Oh, you know what we were doing? Megafrons. So we're building this pipe slowly but surely, which is good. How are we setting this up again? It's gonna and then dump heat into here. Yup, and then it needs to make its way into this room. Do I care about a greenhouse. Enables use of a farm station. Now, I don't think so. I feel like every time I've asked about the farm station, I've been told, it's not really necessary. Hold on. Farm station. Uses fertilizer that increases plant growth rates. Okay. What's this? Megaphone. I mean, I don't... It's thinking. I don't think we're going to need this. Well, I mean, it doesn't help megaphones, so we definitely don't need it. I also feel like it's a toss-up of, do you want this farm station producing whatever it is it's producing, or do you just want like naturally planted things by pips that don't need any fertilization? They basically, and don't need any like watering, any food. They basically just exist, and you auto harvest them. That's probably the way I want to go. Now, this is the megaphone room. How big do we want it? How many megaphones do we want? I don't know. I don't know, but each one requires a 3x3 area, right? So it'd be like, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It seems like a respectable amount, potentially. I mean, do a little bit of that. And then we're going to pump the gas out of this room after we sweep everything. Actually, that's, first of all, that's a mop, and I shouldn't have them sweep yet because I need to build the roof. But we're going to pump this gas. Oh, how are we going to do this? Hold on, we need to get this into here. You know what? We might put it up here. Just above the mini gas pump. Or, you know what? We do that. And we plug it in over here. Is there a temperature difference between here and here? Oh, about 50 degrees, or 10 degrees, sorry. Actually, quite a lot. That's fine. I'll still probably just run it down like this. Like that. My mic fell over. I was like, what the hell is moving in my peripheral vision? Oh, it's the mic. Okay. What's your temperature range again? Oh, yeah, minus 45. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. And definitely want one more bit of that there. Lovely. You're powered, but you don't have anywhere to pump the gas just yet. Which is fine. We'll just do a little something like this. Little something, something like this. Why can't I make a high pressure gas vent? You need 1,000 grams of gasket? What the hell is gasket? Okay. Wait, you need them for steam turbines now? Is this part of the new update? I'm sorry, insulated conductive wire? 4 kilowatts of throughput? On insulated conductive wire? Because the default conductive wire is 2. Oh my god, so you can pull off the full 4,000 watts out of a large power transformer. Oh my god, that's actually awesome. But what does it require? It requires plastic. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, where's the steam turbine? Here it is, because we require... Oh, I have a different... Oh, right, I have the Neutronium cosmetics pack because it was cheaper to get the new aquatic update and the Neutronium cosmetics pack in a bundle than it was to just get the new update. Thanks, Steam. So this bad boy needs it needs gasket now instead of plastic. I suppose you build the gasket out of plastic though. So it kind of still needs plastic, which is fine. That's cool. I'll need to remember that. You build the gasket at the crafting table, right? Oh, rubber gasket. It's so new, there's nothing on it yet. Rubber gasket, plastic gasket. Crafting station. I have a crafting station. Right? Crafting station. Let's see what it needs. Because this is a learning experience for all of us, I would imagine. Rubber gasket needs something and an ingredient. This needs plastic. Oh, this probably needs... Well... I mean, I would assume rubber. But is rubber a thing? Rubber. Yeah. Okay. Latex in a vulcanizer turns into rubber. Latex. As a naturally derived colloidal dispersion of polymer particles in liquid. Okay. Let me ask you this. Where do you get latex from? I don't know. Vulcanizer. Well, the vulcanizer's new. All of this equipment, by the way, this is gonna have to go somewhere. It can't just sit here. It's ugly here. It needs to have its own and all of this stuff. It needs to have its own industrial unit nearby. Maybe even down by our other industrial unit. If this wasn't in the way, I'll just put it here. But that is in the way, unfortunately. How's our I saw our gas delete is actually doing remarkably well. It really is. Okay, well, you know what? Before we do anything, why don't we just add it to the length of stuff here? I assume it's going to be a refinement system, maybe? It could also be research I don't have yet. Oh, plywood press? Oh, that's sick as hell. Build a plywood press. Okay, maybe a station. If it's not one of these, then it's something I haven't researched yet. Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a look in research. If you were a vulcanizer, where would you go? Other than to the grave of all the other Vulcans. Am I right? Apologies to the Vulcans. I feel like we must already have it. Because we haven't missed any research. Part of the Frosty Planet pack. Don't see it. Bionic boost. I'm looking for the stripes, basically. Just be like, is this... Vulcanizer. I feel like there would be a refinement thing. Did I miss it? No, I don't think so. Medicine? Nope. It wouldn't be furniture. It could it be utility? Nope. You always got to check though, because sometimes things are in weird spots. No, I don't think it's any of these. It could always be something I just can't build. Maybe you need to be on an aquatic planet in order to build a vulcanizer. We have a plywood press though now, and I'm interested to have a look at that. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Plywood press combines a binder liquid and plant husk to create plywood. What's the binder liquid? We don't know. I bet you it's latex. Plywood, insulator, slow heating. Interesting. You can make a construction material out of the loads of plant husks you get. That's actually really cool. I do need to move all of this stuff into an industrial unit. Note that down. Write that down. Write that down. I'm going to make an industrial unit somewhere. Ventilation, please. Boop. Bit of that. Okay, hold on. I need to empty these liquids before we're just venting nothing, or just sorry, just venting gas back into the system itself. Perfect. Liquid lock established. I can't wait for the video that I did this to come out, because you'll be like, oh, you remembered. Right. This will take some time, but that's okay, because we have a lot of time right now. I'm going to build these, build you. Hold on. You hook up like that, and you hook up like that, and then we cancel those. Okay, that maintains that. So it's nice and insulated. And then it dumps heat, and then it comes down here. Excellent. And then if we wanted to, we could even plant a wheezewort in here just to suck some of the gas out. Oh, sorry, cool some of the gas down. Literally the opposite of what I said. Gonna plant another mega frond. And then, yeah. Nice. Oh, we're gonna need to pump you. I hadn't even thought about that. I still love that you can make shit out of mercury like it's not gonna immediately melt. Insulated conductive wire is so cool. Yeah. Cost 25 though. Oh, these both cost 25. Oh, you just cost 25 plus the 10 plastic. Aha. If only we didn't have 68 tons of plastic. I'll start doing that in a little bit. This might actually be the easiest way to do this. To hook you in like that. Actually, no, it's to hook you in like that. Because we want to be able to switch this pump off at some point. So something we should be doing is this heavy watt wire should always be replaced with the 50 kilowatt throughput conductive heavy watt wire, right? Because in theory, if we ran every single piece of equipment in our base all at once, we could overload the heavy watt. I don't want that. I don't need that. It's mostly just this, I think, up and down area. Because if you go far enough down, I think you hit conductive wire. Yep. We started conductive wiring this section. So it is a case of we just need to like do this. Actually, don't do that. In fact, you can deconstruct these heavy watt wires because we don't need them. They don't actually do anything. But you can then conductive your way all the way up here. Might not need to do those. Do these. I know I'm asking them to do a lot. I recognize that. But it will be beneficial. Delete those. Yeah, and then we can do the conductive bridges later. Because they're a little bit of a pain, but that's alright. And then eventually, the entire base will be heavy conductive, and then we don't have to think about regular conductive wire or regular heavy watt wire anymore. That'll be nice. And then I'll probably, as I build new things, attach to... Oh, whatchamacallit? Oh, by the way, you can delete this. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't need to exist anymore. But yeah, as and when we build new things, we can add in the new insulated conductive wire. I've got to be honest. I think I'm going to make this a 9. Is there any gas in here? It's oxygen in here. Okay. What we'll probably need to do is run this long enough that this can then pump it all out. It's actually doing some work. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. So you're gonna turn on, right? And you're gonna populate this area with all of this oxygen, which is gonna be annoying, but that's what this fella's here for. How much do you pump? 50 units of gas a second. You pump 500. Okay. Fair enough. But surely you're going to run out of gas to pump very quickly. Yes. But then more gas is going to come in because we have to go in there to get rid of all the gas. Easy money. This is going to work so well. I love it. Now, let's get in here. Pardon me. Let's get in here and deconstruct this. So we're going to want that done. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Is the homie home? Well, I assume they are. It is on the deck. Well, you know what? Let's have a little look at our new automation setup. Which is sending a green signal. Yeah, and you're red because you're not ready to launch. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh. What happened here? So there... I guess there can be some asteroids that drop material we might need to mine. It's interesting that that's the first time I've literally ever seen it happen, is here. I might need to observe a meteor storm the next time one's approaching, just to see what's happening. 781, you're doing the Lord's work. I really appreciate it. We lack the field research skill. What does that come under? Field researching. You're a field researcher. I would like this analyzed, please. I know it's going to pump more gas in here that we're then going to need to pump out, but that's okay. We're not getting this. We're not getting the megaphons ready in this session. It's all lead up for having functional megaphons. God, it takes you ages. Because there's no oxygen in here. That makes sense. That's right. She'll do that piece by piece. We're happy for her to do it. Take some coal. Okay. So I'm liking a lot of what's going on here. I do think it's interesting that we're going to need to create some gaskets for any future steam turbines. Where are you off to? No, eggshells. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we might be running out of petroleum. Because I imagine we are burning petroleum faster than we're producing it, but that can be fixed actually very easily. All we'll do is we'll say you go back up to 100 grams a second and allow more through, and then we can measure that change and see if this continues to build up or maintain or go down, and we can tweak it from there. We have levers we can pull to tweak these things, and I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, how's this going? I got rid of those. Oh, there's still another plant in here. Deconstruct that. So we're going to be getting a lot of pinch of pepper nuts. And we're going to be getting a lot of plant husks. It's kind of... Oh, he gave him a hug. He's on a hugging spree. I guess because he got a hug, he's like, yeah, let's do more of this. Okay, I can respect that. What are you storing? You were storing the sour gas. That's right, you were storing the sour gas. I honestly thought there would be more sour gas, but clearly there was not. So we can get rid of most of these, I think. But I do want to consider where I'm going to put all those additional buildings. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be my industrial area, which can expand this way if need be, which is why we've left it the way it is. But where do I want all these other pieces of gubbins to go? Because there's quite a lot. Yeah, I wish this thing wasn't here. You're the input. Okay. High teleporter input. I mean, we could just walk through it into a manufacturing area. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Because then as we manufacture things here, if we need them on Smalola, we could just ship them through, right? Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Do a little bit of that. And then we'll call it over here, like, oh, there's a cobalt volcano in the way. That's annoying. Maybe we won't do it here then, because I don't know that we need the cobalt, but ideally we'll have the cobalt volcano. Well, actually, most of it, yeah, it'll kind of occupy this area if we were going to build one of those, you know, like the petroleum one. Or is it? I suppose we wouldn't need to do that, would we? Because we would just use steam turbines to cool the cobalt down, just to delete the heat. I think. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. There's just some inconvenient stuff in the way. I wish I could move this, but I know I can't. And this is in the way on this side. Like, I could have the industrial brick here and then the like manufacturing brick here. Can't do that because all that's in the way. It's just finding a spot to do everything, you know? You know what? We're doing it up here. I've decided. Because it's not that much stuff, right? It's refinement. Is it refinement? Like, we'll put it on the roof here. Well, I suppose really I can... do that. Yeah, do a bit of that. Okay. Now, I don't think this room will get too hot, so I don't need a airlock and exosuit kind of vibe in here. But we'll want an area where our rare resources from our rockets can be shipped down and deposited. Okay. So we're going to deconstruct this wall and this wall. It's a shame it's not on the level with that. You know what? Could be though. Oh no, you're 3 tall, aren't you? Yeah. God, you're so annoying. I actually hate you. That's fine. It'll bother me for the rest of my life, but it's also fine. We're going to door just because we can, really. And I'm going to make like a little drop-off area that will colour... Oh, no, don't make it out of white back wall, actually. Make it out of red. So you'd be like, right, this is where materials are dropped. Okay? And then from here, we can get everything else going. So, refinement-wise, we don't need any of them. Don't need the glass forge. We definitely want a molecular forge in here. And what's a plant pulverizer? Oh, that's for something else. Well, where's the... Oh, here's the plywood press. Let's have the plywood press like here. And we're gonna want... What do you feed power-wise? Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, so we're gonna need... We're gonna need its own unique power supply. The power transformer. And then deconstruct that heavy watt wire. Replace it with a conductive heavy watt joint plate. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to run insulated wire through here. How cool is that going to be? Be our first insulated wired system. Yeah, modern electrical technology. So, plywood press. Absolutely. What else do we have up here? Oh, we're going to want a crafting station and a soldering station for sure. They're definitely under stations. Because the crafting station is how we get the gaskets to even do most of this stuff. So. Crafting station. Soldering station. Definitely want those. We're definitely going to want a textile loom and an exosuit forge. And possibly a clothing refashionator. But those... we might actually have this be a double height room. Right, we'll have another layer up here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then we'll have the textile loom, the exosuit forge, and the clothing refashionator. I'm leaving a gap because I'm going to put probably art in here, or you know, what are they called? Beauty. That makes sense. Is it furniture? Yeah. A couple of large sculpting blocks. Perfect. Okay, so we've got all of those. You know what I could do? I hadn't even thought about it actually. Like this area shouldn't need Atmos suits. It could use an oxygen mask checkpoint and an oxygen mask. I've never done that before, and I might do that in the next setup we have like this. Oh, in fact, here I might deconstruct these Atmos suit things and have this just be an oxygen mask area. Well, actually, no, because the chlorine is... you don't want to be walking through chlorine gas. That's going to irritate the fuck out of your eyes for sure. And then they'll complain about that, which makes sense, and I'm not judging them for that, but obviously we don't want to be doing that. Right, last... oh, we want an emulsifier, an artifact analysis station. I'm just paused right here because I am going to end the epi after this. But I want to get this stuff at least set up. So I want an artifact analysis station, which actually, being a station, I'm going to put it up here because the stations are up here. The refinements are down here. Emulsifier. And then, oh, the molecular forge is too big to fit in here. Of course. What if I had what does a bleachstone hopper do? Salt and gold to make bleach. Oh, I definitely don't need that. Sludge press. Separates mud into some things. Yeah. Could do. I don't think we're going to need a geotuner. Which is fine. But I do want a molecular forge, but the molecular forge is going to need to go here, which means I kind of want something in between, you know what I mean? But there's no stations, I think, other than maybe a sludge press. You know what? We'll put a sludge press here. And then we'll put a molecular forge here. And then we'll put some more art in. Perfect. And you're trapped. Yep, Marnie's trapped down here. That's fine. We'll get rid of this. And then we'll also do this, deconstruct this, deconstruct this, just as a way to get in and out of here. Yeah. Okay, but now I do need to call it here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. It will be nice to get all of this established so I can get rid of all of this, which actually I can. So Why don't you do that? Oh, I don't have a botanical analyzer. I could put a botanical analyzer down here instead of the sludge press. It will require a little bit of finagling and shenanigans, but I'll figure that out. Anyway, like I was saying, sorry, for now, thank you for watching the video. If you've enjoyed the video, if you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate you. I love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description with the notification button. And I will see all of you back here for some more Oxygen Not Included. See ya!